What is going on, and welcome back to Bourbon of the Week. My name's Chris. I'm going to be your host for today, and today we've got this bottle of Barrell Bourbon Cigar Blend. And you're probably wondering, Chris, why do we have two of these? Because we're giving one of these away in Bottle Kill Month, which is this May. We're halfway through already. They were our first sponsor, so we are going to give this away at the end of May. Make sure you check out. You still have time to enter until the end of May to win this bottle and another bottle. But right now, let's pour this up. Let's put this through the gauntlet. Price, taste, drinkability. You know the rules, and let's find out where it falls in 2026. Full disclosure, I don't usually like cigar blends, but I think this one's going to surprise you. Time for the traditional sip. Cheers, y'all. It's pretty damn good. So we always start with drinkability, and this bottle comes in at 111.2 proof. Not crazy when you consider this is a cask strength whiskey. It's distilled in Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, and it's a blend of whiskeys aged 5.5 to 18 years, finished in Madeira, Armagnac, rum, and Hungarian oak casks. Now, if we go online away from the bottle, it does give us a little bit more information on this, and this tells us it's a Kentucky bourbon, a 9-year-old, an Indiana bourbon at 7.5, 8, 9, and 18-year-old. Again, MGP 18-year-old in this, I'm assuming. Then we have Tennessee, which I thought was going to be the 18-year-old, maybe like a Dickel or something like that, and that's at 7.5 and 15 years old as well. It's just a crazy blend that's going on in this. Mix that with all the finishes that are going on as well, and you've got a lot of complexity when it comes to this glass. Drinkability first, though, off the rip. I will say, I'm loving the 111 proof, right? Right now, we're kind of moving in that transition from spring to summer. It's getting a little hot during the days. Maybe you're still wearing a sweatshirt during the afternoon like I am, or maybe late in the evenings. But in the daytime, you're taking that sweatshirt off. You've got shorts on. You're doing a little bit of yard work. You're out there. You're enjoying it. The sun, it's all coming out. We're transitioning from that 130 proof that we maybe tend to enjoy a little bit more during the fall or the winter and into that summertime sipper. And 111.2 proof is still on the higher end for me. I usually like it right around 100 proof, but 111 that sips more like 105, 107 is something that I can't be mad about at all. So for me, if it's sipping like that at 111.2 proof, I got to give this a pretty good score. I'm going to go low 8s on this because it's nothing crazy, right? It's still not 120 proof, but I'm going to go like 8.13 when it comes to drinkability on this. Not a bad spot at all. And of course, that's going to bring us into taste on this, and that's where things get a little funky, right? We're talking about all of those different finishes, and I have yet to this day, I don't know why I haven't done this, but I can reach out, I can probably ask them. Maybe they'll tell me, maybe they will not. But we've got a bunch of different whiskey in this. I mean, we've talked about different whiskeys from different states all in this, and then they have 4 different finishes on this. So I want to know, are all of them blended, and then they can't be finishing them in each one of these. So individual pieces have to be finished in individual places. So I want to know, is the 18-year-old MGP done in the Hungarian oak? Is the 7.5-year-old Tennessee done in the Armagnac? Like, how are they doing this? How long is each one done in each finish before they blend this into the whole thing? It's just a weird thing. Like, that matters to me, though. I want to know how the influence of the rum cast is going to come off on a MGP product versus maybe a Dickel product, something like that. So again, interesting to know that. We don't on this particular release. At least I didn't reach out to ask. Maybe they would give us that information. But Madeira, Armagnac, rum, and Hungarian oak, let's talk about what all of those different things would add to a bourbon like this. So we're going to run through this real quick. First up, we have Madeira. That's going to give you a little bit of, it's a fortified wine, so it's going to give you those raisins, maybe those florally notes, a little bit of a fig, something like that. Up next, we have Armagnac, and that's going to give you a little bit more of those fruity notes, like that dark fruit, those blackberries, those plums, but it's also going to add those age characteristics without giving you the age, which is why I'm so interested in, like, are they putting 18-year-old stuff in Armagnac? Because I feel like that would give it even more age. It's going to give you some of those leathers and some of those tannins as well. Then we have rum. We don't know where the rum's from, but when I think rum, I think tropical, right? Coconut, pineapple, stuff like that. I do get a rum influence on this, which is interesting, but we'll come back to that in a little bit. Up last, we have Hungarian, and that's going to give you a little bit of that spiciness, right? This is still oak, but it's going to give you that spiciness and as well a little bit more of those tannins. I thought that is what's going to give me a little bit more of a finish on this, but the finish is a little short. Maybe the only thing I don't love about this, but let's get into this and tell you how much I like it. And here's the thing, I'm a hater when it comes to cigar blends. This is supposed to outperform or outlast a cigar. So if you're smoking a cigar and you're sipping this, you should be able to still get the whiskey influence over a cigar smoke, which is crazy to me. Does any whiskey actually like fail at that competition? I don't smoke cigars too often, but I feel like if I'm sitting down with a Wild Turkey 101, I would still get the Wild Turkey influence over a cigar, but that's just me. as somebody who's a casual cigar smoker, I would say. I'll smoke maybe 2, 3 every year. That's it. Maybe on a golf course, maybe I go to a cigar lounge with some friends when we're out doing barrel picks and stuff like that. So I could see this obviously like keeping up with the cigar, but at the same time, bourbon in general for me, especially when you get into those higher proofs, really don't have too much trouble with it. I've noticed this is like, we talk about Joseph Magnus, we can talk about other cigar blends. They seem very similar, right? Maybe they have an Armagnac in there. Maybe they have a wine influence in there. Maybe they have another oak influence in there. They all seem to kind of follow the same pattern. So I don't know if that's something, again, if you're loving cigar blends and you're pairing these with cigars more often than somebody like me, I would love to know in the comment section below, like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for the Madeira with the wine finish? Are you looking for a sherry? Are you looking for a cognac? Are you looking for an Armagnac? Like, what is it? Does the rum add something that really helps with the sweetness compared to like a sweet cigar? The pairings is crazy to me. There's a bunch of influencers out there that do pairings. I don't follow them as much as I should because I don't smoke cigars like that. So again, the people that are doing that, let me know in the comment section below what I should pair, or like how this should be influenced compared to a cigar. That being said, as somebody who's telling you straight up that this tastes like a good whiskey with or without a cigar, this is impressive. Because again, I'm not the biggest cigar fan. Cigar blend fan, I should say. I tried Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. People talked about that bottle like it was the second coming of bourbon when they tried it. And I get it, right? It's probably a really good bourbon. I was like, what are we talking about though? It tastes like another average bourbon. Personally, for me, I think this is a little bit better than average for me. I would love to compare it to a cigar blend from Joseph Magnus. I've heard they've probably fallen off a little bit more recently, so maybe Barrell's bringing the cigar blend back, but I like this a lot. One more sip and we'll give you a score. 8.27 when it comes to the taste on this. I think it's good. I could sip it with or without a cigar. I would love to try it with a cigar one night, and I guarantee you I will do that as well. And as always, Barrell surprises me yet again when it comes to the price points on these. I've got to tell you, there's only been a handful of bottles from Barrell, maybe even less than one handful of bottles from Barrell that I think were overpriced, but they have them. Everybody has a few of them. This is not one of them. $85. You can go on their website right now, $84.99, and buy this bottle of whiskey, or you can check me out on Instagram and find out how you can win this one right here. But at $85, guys, we're talking about up to 7.5 to 18-year-old whiskey, finished in 4 different barrels, that tastes this good and holds up to a cigar. Like, what else are we really looking for in that price point? I can't think of today, other than those, everybody makes the videos, those standard shelfers, this is your best bang for your buck. Other than those few that are out there that really perform, Barrell continues to do it time after time again with their blends, with their finished stuff. Maybe their finished stuff isn't for you. It's still probably good whiskey. It's just not a finish that you like. But all of their blends, their batch 33, batch 34, batch 35, batch, what are they up to now? 37, 38, and they're all phenomenal. They're all 7 to 18 or 9 to 20-year-old whiskey. It's just how they can do it at $85 to $90, and other companies are putting out blends that are like 12-year-old blends at $200. It just blows my mind. Again, I'm out of the $200 realm anymore. I'm not buying them. Diapers are expensive. Gas ain't cheap. All of that going on. $90 for this bottle of whiskey. If you like cigar blends, you're going to love this bottle of whiskey, and you're going to love it even more for $90. That's all I'll say on that. When it comes to price, high 8s. 8.76 when it comes to the price on this. What else can you really ask for? So listen, I don't have a bourbon bomb or anything for you this week. We're just going to get right into the score, and it's an 8.39. That's a very good spot for this bottle of whiskey. I came into this review thinking I am not going to like this bottle of whiskey. They reached out to me. They sent me this bottle, full disclosure, and they said, do you want to try this cigar blend? And me and Barrell, I feel like, have a great relationship. They send me bottles of whiskey, I give them reviews, and I give them honest reviews. There's a few bottles that I did not enjoy, whether it's a finish I don't enjoy or it's a price point that I don't enjoy. I put out those reviews as well and said, hey, I don't like this at this price point. Hey, I don't like this particular finish. I don't think it's a good whiskey. That being said, they've never stopped sending me bottles just because I haven't agreed with what they put out, which means they're willing to go through the trenches of being like, hey, this guy didn't like our whiskey. Let's give him another one. Maybe he'll enjoy that. Cigar Blend was not the next move for them because it's one of those bottles I've said time and time again that I don't enjoy. It used to be Elijah Craig Barrel Proof way back in the day. I still drank their bottles and it got better and better. Now they've fallen off as well. Barrell Bourbon, when it comes to batched products and when it comes to finished products and when it comes to their whole umbrella of what they're putting out, I don't personally know a better company out there. There's something for everybody at a price point that everybody can enjoy, and that's what I'm looking for when it comes to the whiskey world. An 8.39 is going to be a great spot for this. Let me know in the comment section below if you disagree. But listen, if you've made it this far in the video, make sure you go click that like and subscribe button. Make sure you follow us on Instagram so you can find out how you can win this bottle right here. We've got a lot of embargo information. People send me information that I'm not allowed to release until a certain date. I've got a bottle coming tomorrow that you're going to want to know about. So make sure you follow us on Discord as well. That link in the description below. Please don't drink and drive. Always drink responsibly. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay trying bottles of whiskey you might not like. even if you have to go out and buy one at $85 to $90, because it's not that much. Cheers, y'all. I appreciate you. We'll see you next week.